Enzo Maresca on Joao Felix. Absolutely, yes. I wanted to sign him last summer. If Joao was here, it's because I wanted to sign Joao. I mean, Enzo Maresca is just exposing himself, man. Yes, man, to a different level. The lies from top to bottom is being exposed. We're going to talk about the latest news, the latest bit of information post the press conference. This is off-camera press conference that took place. We're going to talk about that. And Fabian Hurzeler. It's do or die. It's do or die, ladies and gentlemen, for Brighton. Apparently, Blue Co's El Clasico is upon us. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin. Look, we're gonna park this for a moment, and not just the Joao Felix news. We're gonna park the Nkunku news as well. Apparently, we wanted Nkunku all during December. We never planned to get rid of him. We didn't want any more strikers. It's all gone to plan. Mathis, Amougou, he's not been brought on for any impact. We know he's 19, this, that, the other. But a lot of people have been saying to me that, no, Mathis Amougou is going to help us out to get top four. So we're going to park all of those nonsense information. We're going to talk from here. Fabian Hurzeler, ladies and gentlemen, 2 back-to-back matches with Brighton coming up. One in the FA Cup game, which is obviously tonight, and one in the Premier League, which is in a week's time. So both the matches at Brighton, at their home ground. Brighton are fresh of a absolute smacking from Nottingham Forest. And some parts of the Brighton fan base, I don't know why. I mean, Fabian Hurzeler seems like he's doing well. And this is where Brighton are, sort of mid-table, aren't they? And they sometimes challenge to get into the top 6. But some parts of the Brighton fan base apparently wants him gone, which is crazy. But it may not be completely crazy when you hear the Brighton boss talk like this. So check this out. Brighton boss Fabian Hurzeler on facing Enzo Maresca's Chelsea. We will go all in. You know how you're in the casino and you've got all your chips, you're playing poker, all in. It's do or die game. We have proven already this season that we can beat everyone. We will have a very positive mindset, full of confidence to go into the game. I mean, look, I'm still confident. As I've been saying, Blue Co's El Clasico, Brighton versus Chelsea, Chelsea versus Brighton. This is what our owners thrive. This is the grand, event that they've been waiting for, and they've been selling it to our fan base that this is the fixture. This is the greatest fixture in Chelsea's fixture list for the season. So, everything that Brighton has done, we've copied and pasted that to Chelsea Football Club since the owners have come through. A lot of Brighton players, ex-Brighton players that we have at Chelsea Football Club. And a lot of employees of Brighton are now employees of Chelsea Football Club. And our sporting director is ex-Brighton as well. So lots of Brighton DNA running straight through us. So look, I always saw this game as big brother versus younger brother, Brighton being the younger brother. We're doing their scheme at a bigger proportion. But after seeing what Fabian Hurzeler has said, I'm a little bit concerned, I'm a little bit concerned. Look, I'm still positive. I'm still confident we're actually going to beat Brighton both the games. I'm confident we're going to beat them and move on to the next round in the FA Cup, and I'm confident we're going to beat them in the Premier League because our record against Brighton since the new ownership has taken over has actually been all right. It's been all right. One thing we've been doing right is being able to beat our smaller brothers out there. So look, I think we're going to win, and I think we're going to win comprehensively. However, there is always that feeling that something crazy could happen. Brighton are that type of a team, They could open up their legs and just let you have their way with them. Oh, the love. You know what I mean? That deep love. They could let you have their way with them. We've seen that against Nottingham Forest. We've seen that against many other teams as well. But at the same time, they could turn it on as well. And they could really, really put up an exhibition and blow teams away. They play good football, but they play at times reckless football. They're too open in the back. They depend on 1v1 defending. And sometimes they're not able to execute. And this is where I hope our players, Enzo Maresca, they would have done their homework. We don't necessarily need to go out there and, press them high up. If you press Brighton, they will demolish you. They will demolish. If you're looking to force an error from them, don't do that. They'll create their own errors, unforced errors. Let them come towards us. I'm not saying sit back in a low block. No, have a mid block. Let them come to us, steal the ball from them, apply a little bit of pressure when they're sort of middle of the field, win the ball, and go on a bit of a counter attack and expose them in the back. And this is how most teams have done their thing, with Brighton, Nottingham Forest being the recent one. So look, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. I'm going for 2-0 victory for this FA Cup, maybe even 3-0, to be honest. Actually, you know what? We're not good in keeping a clean sheet. So 3-1. 3-1 is my score prediction. It might blow up in my face, but if we've done our homework, if our players go out there and win duels and work really hard off the ball and be clinical, which, look, we have shown that we can do that. Whether we can do that in a consistent level, that's the big question. I know this is going to be a challenging task. I'm pretty sure Brighton are going to do their level best to put up a performance, but I think we should be smart enough. As long as I said, we win our duels, we respect the opposition and what they have, and we go out there and compete at the highest level and not fall asleep, we should get the business done. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. We're going to do the lineup right at the end, so do stick around. Don't leave anywhere. I'm going to do the lineup right at the end. We'll build it up on FootMob, so we'll do that right at the end, what my lineup is going to be. So do stick around for that. Now, some more Chelsea news. This wasn't covered in the press conference. This was off the camera press conference. Enzo Maresca and Joao Felix. Absolutely, yes. I wanted to sign him last summer. If Joao was here, it's because I wanted to sign Joao. I mean, Enzo Maresca, look, what a top-class yes man. This is so scripted. You never wanted Joao Felix. You never wanted him. Do you remember, guys, earlier on in the season, one of his good mates, I can't remember his name, Guilherme Belerge or something like that, Belerge, that reporter, you know what I'm talking about. He put up a post, he's close friends with Enzo Maresca. He put up a post that Enzo Maresca never wanted Joao Felix. We never wanted Joao Felix. We wanted Amougou Dion. That fell off. And if you wanted Joao Felix, why isn't he at Chelsea Football Club? Why is he on loan to AC Milan? And why are there rumors that Joao Felix doesn't want to stay at Chelsea Football Club because of Enzo Maresca? So Enzo Maresca, come on, man. I know you're not going to be able to go out there in public and say, I never wanted Joao Felix. No one's asked you to say that. But for you to go and say, absolutely, yes, I wanted to sign him last summer. If Joao was here, it's because I wanted to sign Joao. You don't need to say that. You don't need to fib. You don't need to lie, because all of these lies are getting exposed out there. It really is. When everyone puts everything together, all the puzzle together, Joao Felix was never in our plans, never in our sporting director's plans. This was a relationship deal with Atletico Madrid. We wanted Amougou Dion. That fell off. We needed to take someone from them in order to give them Gallagher, because they want pure profit as well. At the end of the day, they didn't really get any pure profit, but they have PSR issues. They would have got pure profit with Amougou Dion. And we wanted to do a business relationship with Jorge Mendes as well, thinking that we could potentially buy a Portuguese club down the track. And yeah, it was evident to see, if you wanted Joao Felix, you never even utilized him. You never utilized him. There were so many games he was an unused sub. So don't give me this nonsense, please. Next up, Enzo Maresca and Joao Felix. I don't know about the future. It's complicated to talk about the future. For me, it's just about now. And the reason why Joao left is because of his desire is to get more minutes. So you wanted a player, apparently, this is what you're saying, but you're unable to give him minutes, and now he's left because he doesn't get minutes from you. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. The bottom line is, we never wanted him. We need a solution for Joao Felix come summer, and it could potentially be a problem, because what if AC Milan doesn't buy him, and what if we haggle with the price tag, and which we will, because we're not going to let go of Joao Felix for anything small amount. We're not going to make a loss. We don't make loss. One thing we do under this new ownership and the new directors, we do business. Great business. Great business. That's what we do. Enzo Maresca on Mathis Amougou. Now, this is going to piss you guys off even more. Check this out. We didn't sign him thinking he's going to play an important part for us immediately. The reason why is the age. We think he's a good player, and we need the process. I mean, seriously, we didn't buy him to immediately have an impact, and we need to be patient with the process. This is what we did in January. I mean, we all know why we got Mathis Amougou. We all know that. But I'm just saying, we wasted the January window to do this nonsense when we could have strengthened our team. No one wanted more midfielders. We got midfielders. We got our own midfielders, Ugochukwu and Andre Santos. Why they need to buy another one? And now you're linked with another one from Portugal. So once again, I can't believe, like, it's crazy. Even though Enzo Maresca is being truthful in this case, but it's not a good picture on the sporting directors, not a good picture on the owners, man. The squad building is in the mud. We needed a striker. We've got a striker crisis, and we're going out there buying midfielders. We need midfielders, but we've got midfielders. It's a mess. It's a mess. So this type of foolery, believe me, it's going to hurt. Till the end of the season, whatever games are remaining, I think 15 or something like that games remaining in the Premier League, it's going to hurt. It is going to hurt. Enzo Maresca and Mark Yu, it's a shame for Mark. The reason why Mark was still here in January and we didn't decide to loan him, because I can see day by day that he's growing, improving, getting better. It is a shame now that he's injured. Once again, Enzo Maresca, complete BS. I don't mind Enzo Maresca as a manager. I think he's done decently, but some of this information is now becoming. We clearly can tell you're a yes man. These are all scripted. We know there's many sources out there that have said PYS, Max, whether you want to take him seriously or not, I think he's got some information. Alex Goldberg also has inside information, and many other sources, proper journalists, have dropped information that Enzo Maresca wanted a striker. He did. And now you're telling me, nah, we didn't want to let go of Mark Yu because we believed in him. Come on, man. Who are you trying to fool? No one believed. Look, Mark Yu could potentially turn out to be a good player down the track. Right now is not the time for him at Chelsea. Knowing what we need to do till the end of the season to somehow cling on to top four, Mark Yu was never the answer. So this, once again, is absolute nonsense. Enzo Maresca, Cristo has played already as a 9. I had Cole playing as a 9 in the past in the Man City's youth setup. We can find some different solution. At the moment, we didn't decide anything because we are still waiting for Nico. Believe me, Nkunku's never a 9 solution for you. Enzo Maresca, you never fancied that. Yeah, now you're going to be forced, but it's not something you fancied. You yourself have said many times Nkunku's not a striker. Now you're saying that we're going to try him at number 9. It's because we've left with no choice. And whose fault is that? Sporting directors, the owners, not planning, not giving the adequate team to compete for Enzo Maresca. And now you're forced. You're forced to do this. And you'll soon see, and we've already seen how much Nkunku struggles in the Premier League or against Premier League teams playing as a striker. Because he can't do everything that Enzo Maresca desires a striker to do off the ball. On the ball, no problems. Off the ball, Nkunku simply doesn't do that. Now, once again, I want to reiterate, I don't think Nkunku is a bad player. People sometimes hear what I have to say and they already make a judgment. Oh, Miz must not rate. No. Don't mince what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this manager that we have, that I trust, some of you may not trust, does not like Nkunku up front because he needs certain attributes up front off the ball. So make sure you understood what I said. I think Nkunku is a very good player, but he doesn't fit Enzo Maresca. Hope you guys understood that. Now, let's do this lineup, ladies and gentlemen. This is the lineup I'm going to have against Brighton. In goalkeeping position, Jurgensen. If I see Sanchez, honestly, wrap it up. If I see Sanchez, wrap the whole thing up. Because at that point, I'm going to have to be very, very unserious about the team. And at that point, I'm going to have to be blaming Enzo Maresca for anything that happens. If Sanchez plays and we don't do well, then Enzo Maresca needs to be blamed. Now, you may turn around and say, well, if Sanchez plays and he does well and we win, what are you going to say then? Well, okay, whatever. We've seen already multiple times where Robert Sanchez have hurt Chelsea Football Club, and If Enzo Maresca goes out there and still selects this guy, yeah, long day. There's no reason to rotate on goalkeepers. I'm keeping Jurgensen. This is my team. I'm going with Jurgensen. Cucurella plays. For me, I am dropping Levi Colwill. He's too much of a fraud for me. I'm keeping Trevor Chalobah, and I'm dropping Levi Colwill. Levi Colwill, enough is enough. You can take the bench and you can ponder about coming back into the first team selection. Right now, you simply don't warrant it. I'm going with Tosin, Chalobah and Tosin combination, Cucurella in the left back position, and I'm going with Malo Gusto. Ladies and gentlemen, there's some information that potentially Reece James could be injured again, slight knock. I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm waiting for official sort of news from journalists. But I'm going with Malo Gusto. Reece James already played against West Ham, so in any case, Reece James I'm not considering for this match. So I'm going with Gusto. I'm going with Cucurella. Potentially, you could have, Cucurella bombing forward, Chalobah as the LCB, Tosin in the middle, and Malo Gusto playing as the RCB. I don't really want Malo Gusto to bomb up because the positions Cucurella take up, he seems to be far more equipped to score goals as opposed to Malo Gusto. In the middle, I'm going to have, by the way, the formation that I want is actually a 4-2-3-1. Yep. So in the middle, I'm going to have Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo. I'm going with a strong lineup. I am not messing about in this competition. I am really not messing about. I'm going with Pedro Neto. Neto needs to start for me. I'm going with Cole Palmer. I'm going with Sancho. And I'm going with Nkunku because there are no other option in the striker position. Nicholas Jackson is doubtful. Mark Gu is injured, so there is no option. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is my lineup. This is the strongest lineup that I can think of. Jurgensen, Cucurella, Chalobah, Tosin, Gusto to wrap up the backline. Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, Sancho, Palmer, Neto, and Nkunku. This is the lineup I'm going for. My score prediction going with 1-3, 3-1 for Chelsea to win and moving into the next round of the FA Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. Smash up the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Till next time, take care. See ya.